Hey, everybody. Apartments to Made Summit is where it's at. We're going to have great speakers like the one I have on the show today, which is none other than Adam Adams. Hey, listen, if you're looking to grow your podcast, Adam has done a phenomenal job. And listen, the proof's in the pudding, because just look at my podcast. I went from zero to hero, and I owe it all to Adam. Adam, welcome, brother.
You have a great show, so you don't owe it all to me. I think that there's a lot of people that just have really, really good shows, and they're kind of being a secret, right? And then I've helped a couple of people do promotion, and their show wasn't quite as good as yours, and so it didn't stick. So it's good when you have a really good show, because the marketing just kind of sticks.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about going into what you do with podcasts. I know that's not your main thing, but you've kind of had a little side niche that you've been able to really help lots of people, and people like me that, I was grinding on my podcast for 3 years. And, at the end of 3 years, I had like 149 written reviews. By the way, I just checked. As of today, if we're doing this, 677.
Nice.
Written reviews. Written reviews. That's more than Rod Khleif. That's more than Michael Blanc. Anybody that's in the multifamily space, I have crushed them in my written reviews.
Yeah, and I remember when you passed me, this is probably 3 months ago or so, because we've been really promoting your show a lot, and I was trying to promote mine. You put some money behind it, and I remember the day where you crossed where I was, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? I gotta get behind this now," because you became the number one multifamily podcast, which is freaking awesome. I'm proud of you, and I'm just grateful to be part of that growth. It's really exciting to kind of put your mind to how to grow this. So we've done all sorts of different types of marketing for your show, and one of my favorite ones is this private messaging campaign, which I know we want to keep this short, so I can't go into all the details of what we're doing exactly, but this private messaging campaign is certainly why you're getting so many written reviews, because literally we're talking to people one-on-one about your show and asking them to give you a rating and review, and they do. So it's going so fast compared to like what you could do if all you did was like Facebook ads, for example.
Yeah. No, listen, I am proof in the pudding that the concept that you're going to be talking about at this summit truly work. And listen, I always say this in a lot of things, you can do it on your own, and that's one way to do it, just to learn, take the information and do it. And then there's another option, which is called you pay for speed. And I believe in paying for speed more now than I ever have been, because it will get you results so much faster. And that's what we did. Is, Adam has a great launch product. So if you're getting ready to start a launch of your podcast, you're not going to want to miss what he's talking about, because it will help propel you. I mean, and like that early on is so important, vitally important. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel like it's so, like you said, so freaking important to make sure that when you're launching your podcast that you have marketing behind it. Now, not everybody has a budget to work with a marketer. So we have two different packages. Just in short, we either have a package to launch you to top 10% of podcasts, or a launch package to launch you to top 1%. This is getting you ranked in iTunes, Apple, and all the other charts out there. But one of them is we try to make it so affordable. It's like $1,100 a month for 12 months, and that's it. We do all of your marketing. We create your ads. We do also all of the post-production's included too. So we try to keep the prices low, but even if someone, wants to do their own, I think they'll learn a lot just from being part of that panel, asking questions and listening to just kind of some of the strategies that I share, because that will help a lot. But just to kind of go into that, A lot of people hear this all the time. The first 8 weeks are critically important if you're just launching a podcast. You can get your podcast launched in new and noteworthy, and some of our clients are like ranking top 20 in the business category or top 20 just in the first few days of launching, because of what we're doing really is I'm consulting with you to tell you what you got to do to promote the show. And then I do my voodoo magic on the back end too, to kind of promote that show when you do one of these two packages with us. And it's been incredible for a lot of people. And it's really, like you kind of said, Corey, make or break to do this marketing, because it's either like you're going to have a podcast with no listeners, or you're going to have a podcast with a ton of listeners. I don't know why this has to be the case, but there is no in between. You're either top 10%, or you're hidden in the bottom 90 percentile, and nobody really gets to hear that. And I made that mistake when I launched my podcast originally myself. Like I did it wrong, and I just started helping people in 2019 to start launching podcasts. In 2020, during like COVID era, I put a lot of effort behind just helping other podcasters, and we did. It's helped so many different people. And what I love seeing is people that have a podcast, and all of a sudden they in their very first month they have 10 or 12,000 downloads, compared to what you'll usually see is in their first year or two they'll have 5 or 10,000 downloads. So it's a remarkable difference to kind of launch it with the right strategies, and that's really what we'll talk about at the summit, at your event, is just kind of how do you do that launch, and we'll kind of answer some of those questions.
That launch sequence is vitally important. You guys, listen, not only is he going to talk about that, I mean, listen, there's going to be abundance of knowledge and information. 2021 is going to be your year. If you're looking to grow and change and really propel yourself into 2021 in the multifamily syndication spot, you're not going to want to miss out. Apartments to Million Summit is where it's at. Click on the link below and let's start your journey today.